Non dobbiamo dire nient'altro. Hello everybody and welcome. I am Irene from Italy.
And I am Mattias from Sweden.
So we recently came across a couple of words in Italian that we think are pretty interesting. Since for me, between these two words, there is quite a big difference, but for him, it's all the same. So the words that we are talking about are asciutto and secco.
Or in English, dry and dry.
But what about Swedish?
Torr, torr.
So that is why when I tried to explain to him why the difference was so big, he was just really confused. Okay, how did we come across this word?
We were doing the dishes together, and I asked Irene to dry them. And she started laughing, and I couldn't understand why. And she explained it to me, but I still found it difficult to understand what the difference was.
Yes, because when he asked me to dry the dishes, he said, puoi seccare I piatti. There, he should have used puoi asciugare I piatti, and that would have made a lot more sense to me, because seccare just doesn't sound right. So if I had to define, the difference between asciutto and secco, I would say that the two words describe two different properties of an object. Asciutto describes an external property of an object. That means that there is no water or humidity on the surface of something. My hand right now is dry. But
Like this paper.
like that paper. Yes. But secco describes a property that is internal to an object. That means that there is no water or humidity inside of an object, like in the core of the object. My hand in this moment is definitely not secca, since I'm a living human being.
This is too difficult for me. Do we have another example of this? Like this, for example. I would say that this fruit is dry. In other words, it's secco. Why? Because there's no water on it.
But that is definitely not secco, because even though there is no water on the surface, there is water inside. If you squeeze this, there's going to be water or juice. Well, water.
So it can be dry, but not dry at the same time.
Yes, because it is asciutto, but not secco.
What about this? I would say this is a dry apricot. So I would say it's secco. Why? Because there is no water on it.
No, it's secco because there is no water in it. And it's asciutto because there's no water on it.
So you're telling me it's dry and dry
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yes. And this is dry and not dry at the same time.
What about this? I would say this is a dry fruit still, because as you told me, there's no water inside of it. But what if you have a dry fruit and put it in the water, how can it still be dry? How do you solve this?
It's dry because there is no water in it, but it's wet because there is water on it.
So this is dry, but not dry. And this is dry,
but not dry.
but not dry.
I know it's confusing, right?
Yeah.
But once you understand the idea, everything's gonna be easy. Nice and easy.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
we had a dry fruit
Yes.
that was dry. We put the dry fruit in
In
the
the
water,
water.
so it became both dry and
And
wet.
wet.
We dried it, and it became
Dry and dry.
dry.
Yes. Asciutto and secco.
Oh, my head is hurting.
Oh, stop it. But if we... What are you doing?
It's dry.
But if we want to be even more specific, in Italian we call that for frutta essiccata and this for frutta secca.
So any kind of nut, like peanuts, walnuts, they're
Almonds,
called dry
cashews.
fruit. They're called dry fruits.
Yes. Well, that is more like dried fruit, if I'm not mistaken.
Because at some point it used to not be
Dry, and then it became dry. Well, this, I mean, it's dry from the beginning. Right?
Interesting. I need a better example of what we're talking about. I need a bigger example.
Like this one. Oh, God. So this is a 30-year-old coconut shell nut thing. 30 years ago, it was definitely not dry. They start out very like round and nice and green, and then they turn into this thing if you let them sit on your shelf for 30 years.
Wow.
So you guys, I hope that this made the difference clear between the two words. I think that he got it after a while.
Yeah, I'm very confident now.
Yeah, so are you gonna eat frutta essiccata or frutta secca?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
I prefer frutta secca. No, essiccata. Actually, frutta essiccata is better. So you guys, this was it for today. I really hope that this video was useful. It was kind of fun, very spontaneous, and yeah.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know it, guys.
Yeah.
Support Irene.
Let us know if you want to see him again in this channel. Maybe you'll see him, maybe not. We'll see. And yeah, you guys, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I am ready for the next lesson. See you there. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and leave YouTube. You've been spending too much time on here.